wonderful to communicate. We want to talk about the Orion Council. There are many beings on Orion Council. 3 of us here to communicate about us. We sense love on your planet. Let us explain. Where you have love energy, you are given options to experience it. And you are wanting options because those options guide you in the direction of your path, as you call it. Those beings that are guiding you give you a sense of direction, and you say, well, that was me, Orion Council. I decided the direction, but you are being assisted. And these places have many beings. Some places have a few beings, and you'd say, well, are they non-physical or are they physical beings? Because I do not perceive beings in these places. We see many beings around these places. Do you understand? We talk about breakthroughs in consciousness, and we sense that you have an understanding of our energy. So let us talk about that. Where Orion Council shows you that they are focusing, you are also directed, and you say, well, I am being involved in a discussion that is really about love, and that's it, but you are also given directions on another realm of yourself. Within another realm of yourself, and the Orion Council beings are simply around you, and the sensitive ones on your planet have a right mind about how their interaction is taking place with beings in other dimensions. Let us talk about the Orion Council. We get upgraded, as you call it, the wonderful ways of receiving knowledge from center point of universal conscious mind. You say upgraded. The White Brotherhood, as you say, we say it as well. Those beings are also sending information, and the Orion Council beings are sending information, receiving information from this group of beings. This brotherhood that you call it is a group of beings that work in these locations. Those wonderful beings who have incarnated on your planet are involved in a direct ascension process. Those beings are also giving you directions, and light beings are sent to those places to communicate information with one another. Some of it you are not involved with, and some of it you are sensing that you are not involved with, but sometimes you're given options and you are also sensing love energy. So sometimes you will say, Orion Council, is it simply love energy that has nothing to do with me? Is it my personal direction that I must focus on at this time when I'm feeling this energy? Or going outside makes me feel better, and that is all that matters, because it is not about brotherhoods and it is not about energy places. We understand your concern with describing your feeling that you must continue and go somewhere, and when you are there, do you get information? Some of you say, I must receive knowledge when I move to another place. You go outside and you sense the air, and you go outside and you sense the realms, and you go outside and you give yourself to the energy pattern that is in that location. What we mean by energy pattern is there are currents moving through these locations. Sometimes you are being directed, sometimes you are simply in a current and you say, that is a nice feeling, I am involved in a current of energy. That is what I came to experience. But sometimes you are getting information that are communications between other beings that you cannot see with your physicality. The Orion Council beings are these types of beings. We work with energy, and we also go outside. And where is that? Our channel is asking, where do you go outside? Do you have air? Do you have planets? And do you have metal objects around? Because this is how I imagine you. She is asking us. We would tell you that your greatest opportunity for learning is to sense love, and we say when we go outside, we first sense love in a certain location. That means you are asking for Orion Council communication, so we go outside, and that is when we talk with you. And how this happens is so amazing to some of you that you would think we are around a table all the time waiting for you to ask us a question. We also go outside to communicate with you, and we also are given opportunities for experiencing different locations where we are located. The toroidal field is important work for us because within this field, the particle expansion we have discussed many times involves the scientific mind, and that scientific mind is how we connect with you. The scientific mind is constantly being shown the direction it needs to take in order to perceive other dimensional activity. When you are outside, there are other dimensions overlapping the current one you are focusing on. The physical mind is working on itself, the scientific mind is receiving knowledge, and the higher mind is expanding the toroidal field. Can you understand how much of a wonderful creation you are? The scientific mind is a very important tool that you must use to focus, and the way through ascension is through the light. Focusing on light within your energy field is a wonderful way to practice communication with beings in other dimensions. And
Orion Council, what is the overall opinion with the energies that are happening now to the eclipse in August 21st?
We will talk to you about the energy pattern you are asking about. Words are important when it comes to defining the experience humans are having on your planet Earth. You are very much aware that you work with people, and those people are asking questions such as this. They say, we're wondering about the eclipse energies, and you are sensitive, so you say, Orion Council, tell me, how can I explain what I know to these people? And reassured, you are given opportunity to talk with them about those astrological alignments, and those astrological alignments are within your physicality. Though the words are difficult, when you sense the energy, that is what is necessary. The Orion Council beings are showing you the heart pattern where you have alignment for the solar sun energy taking place. Breakthroughs happen in the heart center. Training your mind to interpret heart frequency at this time was greatly recommended because higher self comes through the higher energy field and it enters your physical vessel. Creator gives important directions. The rays of creation, as you call them, direct these groups of beings in the Brotherhood of What? And they gave their knowledge to planetary beings a long time ago. Great beings gave that knowledge. Many of you connect yourselves to that energy. That is a scientific mind. So much information for you at this time when you have two, and one was the day that you all agreed upon with regards to the work that you are doing in the heart center. Thank you.
I have another question, Orion Council. How do people engage in more conscious contact at night? They don't experience it, they don't remember it.
Yes, we will answer your question. Those people are very much around Earth working at this time when they are asleep. Great beings come through these gateways. The mind is open, so the being comes through the gateway, and the people are in a scientific mind saying, who are you coming through this gateway? The same goes for those people who are in a rest pattern. They are sleeping, but they are also involved in this activity. Reassured, you are aligned to these people coming through the gateway. You must recall you have traveled through several gateways, so recognizing that others are for their exploring of self, wanting to go through a gateway, simply talk about one gateway with them, because it is only important that they have a sense that they've chosen that around the planet when they are asleep. Thank you. It is nice to communicate about energy at night. That is we are involved in group work at this time with people who are, as you call it, asleep. But they are not asleep. Thank you.
Can I have another question, please?
We will answer one more question. Thank you. It is nice to communicate Orion Council here.
Okay, so how do people learn to decipher their downloads, as in their teachings at night?
Good question. We see you are raising your energy and sometimes you will expand it. Some of you say contract, but we say raise your energy and expand it. That is a very important practice for people who are falling asleep. The same goes for those who are traveling. They must expand and go up through the doorway, and great beings will work with them. Preparation is important, so your mind must learn to align itself to the event that it is wanting to experience. It is for the mind to first align itself as one is falling asleep. Is our answer understandable, or are we unclear? Thank you.
Thank you so much for your answering.
We are finished. Thank you. Orion Council here.